Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Trill Gates, reporting for you again from our nation's capital as part of our special assignment series, Your Alaska Link in D.C. Our senior U.S. Senator, Lisa Murkowski, is in the midst of her fourth term in office right now. I met up with her today in her D.C. office. We covered a lot in our interview: education, federal funding cuts, energy projects, and Alaska being at the center of the world stage recently.
It was one of those moments when you kind of look at an event through the lens of people seeing Alaska maybe for the first time.
I also asked the senator the question a lot of Alaskans are asking: have you ruled out a run for governor in 2026? Tune in later tonight for her answer and my full report as part of our special assignment series, Your Alaska Link in D.C. Coming up tomorrow, we'll share highlights from my entire week here in the nation's capital. If you've missed any of our special reports so far, you can watch Your Alaska Link in D.C. on youralaska.link.com. Turning now to news that's happening in Alaska, Jennifer Lindgren joins us. Hi, Jennifer.
Sounds great, Trill. Thank you. Communities along the Aleutian chain were briefly under a tsunami advisory. That advisory was prompted by a 7.8 magnitude earthquake reported east of the Kamchatka Peninsula near Russia. Coastal areas of Alaska spanning from Amchitka Pass to Attu were put on alert, but that tsunami advisory was ultimately canceled. Another tourist visiting Alaska has died. Alaska state troopers say the 32-year-old man from Texas was a cruise ship passenger. Troopers say Bridian Poole and another man fell from the Mount Roberts Trail on Tuesday. The other man was rescued, only suffering minor injuries. But Poole slid further down the mountain and did not survive. This is not the first time a visitor from out of state has died in Juneau this summer. A cruise ship passenger from Kentucky who went missing while hiking was found dead in July. And a man visiting from Arizona died earlier this month. Troopers say he also fell while on a hike. In Anchorage, another tourism season is in the books. Your Alaska Link's Max Treese-Noran spoke with the mayor about how this year turned out in the face of national tourism numbers plummeting.
While tourism numbers for the rest of the country seem to be tepid at best, Alaska, and more specifically Anchorage, still seems to hold the eyes of many travelers.
In general, this has been a really solid summer for us, which is a little bit surprising given how much economic uncertainty and how many geopolitical things are at play right now.
A summer that Jack believes to be either the third or fourth best on record, bringing in over 1.3 million visitors who have spent over $1 billion in the Anchorage area this year alone. Anchorage Mayor Suzanne LaFrance held a press conference with Visit Anchorage Thursday morning in celebration of this summer's tourism successes, with the last cruise ship of the season for Anchorage holding as the backdrop. When asked what makes Anchorage special when compared to other tourism destinations, the mayor had this to say.
Anchorage just has so much to offer, by way of natural beauty, the warmth of our community, the variety of activities. There's just so much here to do, to see, and we hope people visit and we hope they come back.
Looking forward to next year, the city holds on to optimism for an even bigger and better year for 2026.
Tourism is a bright spot for us, and we're looking forward to more cruise ship visitors next year, as well as just more visitors in general.
Anchorage is also expecting to be hosting 2 additional cruise ships next summer, bringing the number up to 7 cruise liners from the 5 that docked this year. Max Treese-Noran, Your Alaska Link, Anchorage.
Now to the new look for one elementary school's library. Your Alaska Link's Ian Stewart gives us a look at the remodel at Sand Lake and the story behind it.
Sand Lake Elementary's library has gotten a new look, with the big changes all coming together.
Over the course of about a year, they've been slowly adding things to the library to make it a more engaging space for the kids.
Andrew Hellcrow is one of the many who helped get this project started. He shares that they got input from staff, but also the students.
So we took what the students gave to us, their responses, and this is what we built.
Sand Lake Elementary's librarian, Tom Grenier, hopes that Sand Lake Elementary's library can be the template for other libraries in the district.
I think we're a good living example of what positive things can happen when the people around the school and the people in the community become involved with the facility and contribute.
Ted Kim is the artist behind a massive mural that spans one of the library's corners. He shares that one thing that inspired him as a kid were libraries.
You know, some of my fondest memories were going to the library when I was a kid, and I just felt like it was a place where a lot of my imagination and creativity was found.
And for those who frequent the library, they like what's been done.
I like the pictures of them. Just that. And the clouds and the dolphins. Cool.
What about you? What do you like about the big drawing that's going on back there?
Cool too.
Ian Stewart, your Alaska Link, Anchorage.
Time for a quick check of our weather. Senior meteorologist Alyssa Triplett is here, monitoring conditions all across the state for us. Hi, Alyssa.
Hey, Jennifer, and we are going to have a big emphasis on monitoring the weather pattern in the southeast. We are going to see a setup that is a long duration event of allowing for that strong moisture field and a river of moisture that is going to set up for several inches of rainfall expected over the weekend in the Panhandle. It is expected to lead to river rises and even the potential of reaching bank full riverways, which can lead to then some significant flooding for some communities. So monitoring that push of that moisture that is going to continue to be zoned in on the southeast, but still keeping even the south central in the bounds of seeing some areas still of the scattered shower activity. As for the interior, a little on the drier side there, where we're expected to even get some breaks of some sunshine. But even for the Fairbanks area, although it may be quiet, there is some cooling that's being monitored. But we'll dive into what our local forecast looks like coming up in a few minutes.
Alyssa, thank you. Attention bear lovers, get your brackets ready. It's that time of year again when eyes across the world are focused on the bears at Katmai National Park. Your Alaska Link's LaShawn Donaldson gears us up for Fat Bear Week 2025.
It's all about the bears this week at Katmai National Park and Preserve in King Salmon, Alaska, from playful cubs to full-grown giants. Last year, 128 Grazer took home the victory. Your Alaska Link caught up with Matt Johnson from Katmai National Park and Preserve to learn more.
Bears are matched against each other in a tournament-style competition, and people from all over the world vote for their favorite bear.
Katmai is home to thousands of brown bears, salmon, birds, and other wildlife. While the park draws about 50,000 visitors a year, many tune in from afar, watching the bears live online.
But people have the opportunity to see these bears easily on their webcams. You can tune in from the comfort of your own home.
Viewers can watch the bears gather and fish inside the park.
One has a different personality, a different fishing style. Snorkeling.
This year's Fat Bear Junior lineup includes 26 spring cubs, both male and female, 128 Grazers yearling, and the 803's 2.5-year-olds. Johnson explains that the younger cubs have a lower life expectancy due to fully being on their own and away from their mother.
They have to establish a new territory. They've got to learn how to survive and eat on their own.
The winner of Junior Week will advance to the main Fat Bear competition, with the full bracket and contestants being unveiled next week. LaShawn Donaldson, your Alaska Link.
Your full forecast is up after the break, but first, let's meet this week's hometown hero.
Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Anchorage Chrysler Dodge Center.
This week's heroes hail from and proudly serve Homer. Caleb Harvey, Brad Gullickson, and Mike Scanlon are the city's 3 newest police officers, all joining the department this year. Thanks to them and the entire Homer PD team for all that you do.